Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, welcome. I'm so excited to be in Scandinavia tonight. My name is Jared Bailey. I am the global brow expert for Benefit Cosmetics, and today we have something really special in store for you. So thank you so much for tuning in. We have all sorts of deals, and I'm also going to be going over my personal favorite brow products and my brow routines. So stick around. It's going to be a fun 30 minutes, but I want to tell you a little bit more about who I am and a little bit more about Benefit Cosmetics. Benefit started in 1976 right here in San Francisco. I actually live in the Mission District, which is where I am broadcasting from. And our original first store for Benefit was just down the street from my apartment. Now, Benefit's been around, like I said, since 1976. I've been with Benefit for 14 years. That's like almost 3 hands worth of fingers. And I'm the global brow expert, which means I touch everything at our brand that has to do with brows, from our developing our products. I work with our development team to our services team. And I also, the highlight of my role here is that I take care of all of our influencers and celebrity clientele. So I go all around the world and take care of our really top clients. So I'm excited to be sharing some of my tips and tricks that I use on them with all of you today. Because at Benefit, we've been around, like I said, for over 40 years. And brows is really at the heart of what we do. Gene and Jane Ford are our company co-founders. And from the day we opened our doors till today, we've been doing brow services all around the world, because eyebrows are one of the most important features on your face. It brings balance and proportion to your face and eyes. And over the past few years, Benefit has become the #1 brow brand in the world. So to help you celebrate, what we're doing is we are offering 20% off all Benefit products from now till Sunday. That's 20% off if you shop online at Sephora. All you have to do is use the special code. Here it is, Benefit. That's right. You can get 20% off all Benefit products when you use the code Benefit. And if you buy a full-size product, we are also including the most adorable makeup bag you've ever seen. And if you hold me to that, it's super cute. But I want to show you a couple of the items that I'm going to be going through today. We just recently released our cute little holiday tins. These are for Christmas. They're in stores and online right now. You can get the 20% off when you use the code Benefit as well. Inside of this, you guys, it's all of our best sellers. We have Precisely My Brow Pencil, which is a micro liner that I absolutely love. It's our best-selling brow product that we have in our entire line. It creates unbelievable hair-like strokes. I'm going to be using that in a few minutes for you all. It also has our new Highbrow and Highbrow Glow Duo Pencil inside, which is really great. And we just launched this. It was just released. And then, of course, we have Gimme Brow Plus, which is, honestly, it is totally a beauty landmark. I'm going to open this for you guys live on camera. I haven't even opened this yet. I will take off the little band, and inside is all of the products. So we have them individually wrapped. We wanted to really be environmentally conscious, so we have the aluminum tin, and then you have all of your products wrapped up here inside. And in a cute little magic Benefit paper that says laughter is the best cosmetic. But you can see all 3 of these are all full-size products. And you'll be getting that inside this holiday tin. Now, there's tons of holiday tins out there from Benefit with all of our favorites in there. I'm just going over my favorites, which are the brow products. The other kit that we have is Precisely My Brow Pencil. So you're actually getting 2 Precisely My Brow pencils. Why not? You have 2 eyebrows. I'm kidding, but I mean, you could use them together if you wanted. It's totally up to you. But we have a full size here, and then we have the mini fun size here, which I really like because this one you can keep at home, and then this one you can keep in your makeup bag for when you're traveling to see your family or your friends during the holidays. So, who wants to jump right in to eyebrows? Because I know I do. I pulled my hair down a little bit over my brows this morning because they're not filled in, and it's always so embarrassing to me to go on a live as the global brow expert with no brow products in my brows. But the show must go on, my friends, and I'm going to take you through my brow routine. So I'm going to start actually with Precisely My Brow Pencil. This is an amazing product. And I mentioned earlier, if you buy one full-size product, you're going to be getting a really cute makeup bag. This is kind of like the little black dress of brow products at Benefit. When I say that, I mean it goes with everything. No matter what look you're trying to create, what type of brows you want, this pencil is going to help you get there. I'm using a shade 6. It's super easy to choose your shade. You just look at the color of your hair, and you want to mirror the undertone of your brow product to the undertone of your hair. And as you can see, I have like salt and pepper hair. It's kind of gray. It's a curly mess on top of my head. So I'm picking a cooler undertone. I'm going to be using shade 6. And just to show you guys, it really easily creates those hair-like strokes when you go in. You can see I just flick through, and those tiny little strokes, that's what's going to really create that hair-like texture in your brow. Now, one of my favorite features of this pencil is that it has a little spoolie on the opposite end. So before I start my brow routine, let me get my hair out of the way. Before I start my brow routine, what I like to do is just kind of comb through my brow. And, what do you want to do when you want to create a soft or believable brow? Think about using your brow products the way you use concealer. So if you think about the way you use concealer, what you do is you put it in little areas that need more coverage, or you're just really intentional with it. When you're creating a believable brow, do the same thing. Put the product where you need it. So if you look at my brow starts to get thin from just underneath the arch through the end. So that's where I'm going to concentrate my brow product. So I'm going to take this pencil, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to start to make those tiny strokes that you saw me make on my hand through the back half of my brow. Now, there is no crazy science that you have to use to get this to work. There is no, I'm not doing anything tricky here. You're seeing it all come together. I'm just making a few strokes and moving through my brow. So I want to show you for a second. Look at the difference of, this is just a few simple strokes. There's a little hole. Let me get that. There we go. A few simple strokes, and take a look at what happened from this half of my brow. This is where my brow normally looks like. This is what my brow looks like with just a few strokes. That's why I'm saying it's really simple to create a more believable looking brow. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I want to actually make the front of my brow appear to have more texture and a bit fluffier. I always say eyebrows are the telltale sign of youth. And for me, I'm turning 40 next year. And so my brows are kind of slowly fading away. So I like to kind of bring them back to the brows I had when I was much younger. And for that, I had a lot more hair in the front of my brow. So I'm going to go in and I'm just flicking in that front section of the brow and just going upward. I'm working in the direction of my hair growth. And you can see, look how much more lush that becomes. It's such a simple, easy thing to do to really bring back that youthful look to your brows. Now, you notice this area here where my brow is really dense, I didn't even put any product because you don't need to add product to areas that don't need it. Again, be very intentional with the areas that you like to add product. And you can see it goes this is where I started. Eek. And then this is where I ended up. It went from like really weak, I think, to pretty chic. I am going to extend the length of my brow just a bit because I like them to be a bit longer too. You know, more is more when it comes to eyebrows, and I just wanted to just take it there. So that's a really simple, easy way to use this microliner. And just to remind all of you who might be joining, all Benefit products on Sephora's website are going to be 20% off when you use the code BENEFIT from now till Sunday. So you can use that code, get 20% off all your Benefit products. And if you buy one full-size product, you're also going to be getting a free makeup bag from Benefit as well. And it's super cute. I don't have the bag with me. It's definitely in my bathroom holding all of my other brow products. I do want to layer on another product to this just to kind of show you how brow products work together. I always compare brows and creating a believable looking brow. Let me fix my hair. Creating a believable looking brow to creating a really believable complexion. When you build the complexion on your face, you use multiple products and multiple formulas on top of each other to create that really believable look. So when it comes time to do your brows, layering different formulas and different textures together is also going to help build a believable looking brow. So what I want to do is I started, as you see, with Precisely My Brow Pencil, which is this nice wax formula. You guys, it's really pigmented. It helps you create those tiny, tiny hair-like strokes, but that goes directly on the skin. Now I'm going to go in with Gimme Brow Plus, which I'm sure if any of you have used Benefit brow products before, you've probably used Gimme Brow. It's been in our line for, good golly, nearly, I'm not good at math. I'm good at eyebrows, but it's been in our line since 2014. You do the math. It's been that many years. It was truly a beauty revolution because what this is a fiber gel. So I'll kind of comb over like a little bit of like the hair on my arm, which is really gross, but bear with me. And you can see it sticks to that hair and starts to really thicken it up. And if you want to create a believable look, you need to take something from being flat and one-dimensional to give it life and dimension. Just like when you build your complexion. When you build your complexion, you put your foundation on and it's one color and everything's flat, which is why you add a bronzer or a highlight or a blush, sometimes all three. And that starts to build that natural contour and depth of color in the skin. So we're going to do the same thing in our brows. We're going to add volume. And if you think about it, you add volume to your hair, you add volume to your lashes, to your lips. We should be adding believable volume to our eyebrows as well. So I'm going to show you how easy this is to use. I'm using Gimme Brow Plus. I'm going to go in and all I'm going to do is I'm going to start brushing over that brow hair. So I'm going to go from the start and I'm not pressing hard. I'm not pressing it onto the skin. I'm only putting it in the hair. And if you think about it, this is like the bones, right? This is like the skeleton. This is going to be the muscles, right? It's going to make your brows strong. It's putting some meat around that. So I dipped in. I'm going to go through the back half of my brow as well. And I'm just lightly combing over these few, because the back of my brow, we saw where it started. There's not a ton of hair out back there. I made it that way. And I'll show you the difference now between one versus the other. So this is my brow with just precisely my brow pencil and a little bit of Gimme Brow Plus. And this is how my brows start. It starts here really weak in the back half of my brow, very fine, very sparse. And then it becomes this really naturally full look. And when I think about it for myself, I look in the mirror and I'm just like, this helps me look done, especially in times where a lot of us are wearing masks and things like that, where this part of our face is what's being shown. So it's really nice to really define those brows because it helps really create a whole new look. Now, I will say, you can also use precisely my brow pencil or Gimme Brow Plus completely on its own. So I do want to show you that. I'm going to show you how to use that in my other eyebrow, which is really cool. And just as a reminder, I know I've said this before, but we are offering a deal, not only with our holiday tins, so we have so many holiday tins in store. Let me grab the other one. I don't want to drop it. We have so many of our holiday tins in store. We have this one where you're going to get both of the products that I used, plus a brow pencil, a highlighting brow pencil for underneath. And we have this brow tin where you're getting two full-size, or a full-size Precisely My Brow Pencil and a mini-size Precisely My Brow Pencil as well. And if you use the code BENEFIT anytime between now and Sunday, when you purchase Benefit products on Sephora's website, you'll be getting 20% off. And the last time I'll say it, you also get a makeup bag if you buy a full-size product. Now, I do want to go in. I'm going to show you how to use Gimme Brow Plus on its own. It's really simple, but there's a couple different techniques you can use. I'm going to push my hair over, and I'll show you on this brow. So the same rules apply. When you're picking out your shades for brow products, no matter what type of brow product it is, look at the undertone of your hair and pick a shade that mirrors the depth and undertone. And when you go on to Sephora's website and you look at our brow products, we label everything according to depth and undertone. So it's going to say like light cool blonde, or light warm blonde, or light neutral blonde. So we're labeling the depth and the undertone. So just think about the hair on your head and go there. If you do have warm and cool undertones in your hair, which can happen, right? Especially if you have color treated hair, pick neutral shades. All of our 0.5 shades are going to be neutral undertones. So just pick a neutral undertone if you have a mix of warm and cool. So I'm going to go in and I'll show you how to use Gimme Brow Plus on its own. It's really simple. If you can brush your hair, you can apply Gimme Brow Plus. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to start at the front of my brow. And I'm just I'm not pressing really hard because I don't necessarily need it on my skin here, but I'm brushing my brow hairs up and over. And take a look at how it's instantly filling in this area. It's making it look more dense. It's making the hairs look actually thicker, which is really what I need. And now I'm going to go for the back half of my brow. So I'm going to do the same thing in the back half of my brow, and I'm just gently brushing through the back half of the brow, brushing it up and out. And this is like again, the simplest way to really fill in that brow is just using a light coat of Gimme Brow Plus. And you can see here, you can definitely see, I'm going to part my hair like Magatu on that cartoon or that Christmas show. But you can see, this is what it looks like with just Gimme Brow, right? This is more of like a wash of color. It's very light. The gel has a level of opacity in it, so that opacity is going to really allow you to be able to see through it, whereas this is going to become a bit more defined, a little bit more structured, even though it's still soft, right? You can see the differences between the two. But for those of you who are just joining, I'm going to show you another brow look, but I'm going to take out my brow makeup that I have in right now because I like to start clean, you know, and I want to show you one more like fun trick that I have to say I use on all of my clients. I just got back from LA yesterday, where I was seeing some of our celebrity and influencer clients there, and I definitely used this next trick when I was doing their brows. So I'm just going to take out this brow product. You have to forgive me because my foundation will come off as well, so you'll get to see my skin, the real skin underneath. I don't wear a ton of foundation, but I'd be a liar if I didn't say I didn't wear any. Plus, I really like wearing foundation. I mean, it's a personal choice, right? When you want to like enhance the look of your skin. So I just use a little bit of our Hello Happy foundation. If you've ever been into a Sephora, you've probably seen it on our gondolas. You might see it online. I just like to use it. I use a shade 4. There we go. Brows are clean. We're back to the start. So I want to show you a really fun way to use our clear brow gel. 24-hour brow setter. This, if I was going to choose one full-size brow product for you to buy, I would probably say get 24-hour brow setter plus this cute Precisely My Brow holiday kit. And this is going to be a really great combination that can give you multiple looks. 24-hour brow setter, it's a completely invisible gel, completely translucent, that you can use many different ways. You see, it has 2 different types of bristles. We have these longer bristles on one side. We have these shorter bristles on the other side. And if you think about that, the way you think about brushes for your hair, this side is going to be more of like a tight boar's brush that's going to give you that really slick look in your brows. This side is going to be a bit more loose. So it's going to be more like a beachy wave, right? So I'm going to go in first and I'm going to apply just the 24-hour brow setter. I'm going to brush my hairs up and out. And one of the things that I think that you'll notice with this, it's really, got a really nice consistency to it. So you don't have to worry too much about like, am I adding too much? Is my hair going to stay? It's definitely going to lock it all on, lock everything in its place. Also, what's nice is that when you put this on, it really helps to identify areas that you need to fill in, which is why I'm actually applying this gel first. So the only thing is when you're layering these together, if you use this first, you just want to make sure you let the gel dry in your brows before you apply anything else. So I'm going to let that dry completely. Normally, if I was doing my makeup, I would go ahead and like put on my eyeliner or put on my concealer under my eyes while this is drying. But for the magic of this live, we're going to pretend that it's already dry. We have to use our imagination sometimes. That's what makes the world more fun. I'm going to go in now with Precisely. So I started with 24-hour brow setter. This one isn't in either one of the kits that I showed you. However, you can still get 20% off on this when you use the code BENEFIT. You're going to get 20% off all Benefit products from now till Sunday. All right, now it's dry. So now that it's dry, I'm going to go in and I'm literally going to just start to flick in a little bit of hair in those sparse areas. So this helps me because it helps me to not overfill the brow. If you're afraid that you're going to add too much brow product or you don't know where to put the brow product, starting with a clear gel, like 24-hour brow setter, is absolutely going to help you find those little spots and those areas of focus to really go in and fill in that brow. And this is an even more subtle, more natural brow than what we started with. Now, I did kind of extend the length of my brow, and I'm also going to go in and add a few pieces up front because I said this before, and I'll say it again. I really love a really fluffy, texturized start to my brow because it reminds me of the brows that I had when I was in college, which has been many years. So I'm going to go in and just flick that through. And the reason I say that is because if you've had brows in your life that were once really full, and whether it was from over tweezing or just Mother Nature, eventually sometimes our brows tend to get a bit sparse. You know, hair growth is hormonal, so we like to pretend that everything is nice and fluffy. So I'm going to go through and just add a bit more. Now, I have a few more minutes with all of you, so I want to make sure that I address this other side because I do have I'm in San Francisco. It's 11 o'clock in the daytime, so I have other things I need to do today, so I definitely need to fill in this other brow. But I am going to show you a trick using Gimme Brow Plus to fill in this other brow. This is just a really fun way to use it. So when you want to add a lot of volume, so a lot of volume to your hair or to your brows, if you think about it, when you're doing your hair and you want to add volume, you've seen me, I like ruffle my hair up here. I do all of this. And if you want to add volume to your brows, what I want to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to start to tease my brow hair as well. So I'm actually going to start at the back of my brow and work towards the front. So I'm teasing that brow hair, just like I just teased the hair on my head, going through, working backwards, and these little microfibers that are inside, those microfibers are wrapping all around the hair, and now I'm going to go in and start brushing them up and through. So first, you go through and you tease it, then you go through and you set it. And take a look. Ooh la la. That's a nice brow. So, unfortunately, friends, my time with you all is coming to a close. However, I want to remind you one more time about all the special deals that we have for you on Sephora's website right now. We have all of our holiday kits are out. We have this guy here with 2 Precisely My Brow pencils, 1 full size, 1 mini. We have another brow kit that has Precisely My Brow pencil, High Brow Glow, and Gimme Brow Plus, all full size. You can get 20% off all of your Benefit products when you shop on Sephora's online right now and you use the code BENEFIT. So that's 20% off all Benefit products. Plus, when you buy a full-size product, we're also throwing in a makeup bag. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this live as much as I did. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you all soon. Thank you so much, Sephora Scandinavia.